So I have this in my garage right now, concealing what's behind it. And my nosy neighbors are constantly walking their dogs and looking inside and wondering what I have in here. It's already strange enough because they see me coming in and out of the house with all kinds of hoses and special buckets and chemistry looking kind of things. They probably think I'm the next Walter White or, Breaking Bad or something right in their own neighborhood. And they all want to know what's behind this tarp. So to explain it to you, I'm going to go ahead and show you where it all began from the beginning. Okay, if you see this guy right here, the orange one, a little bit of purple and blue on him, he's called a Dragon Blood Cichlid. And when these guys mate, they're kind of like Klingons of the tank. All the other cichlids end up in the far corner of the tank where they go Frankenstein on everybody. They make a large mountain in the back, and the female, what she'll do is lay her eggs. The male will come along, fertilize the eggs. The female will take them in her mouth until they hatch, and then carry them in the mouth. Meanwhile, they rip the tank apart, and any other fish that gets near them, they could get a little wild. And so they had to be moved out of this tank. And for a couple of days, then I went ahead and I put him back in, because he was even getting a little more aggressive with the female. And as soon as I did a water change, got all the pheromones out of the water, and the female was out of the water, he calmed down and become bearable again. But yeah, during mating time, these guys really turned into a Frankenstein. They actually made about a 6-7 inch mountain in the back of the tank back in here, with a little valley on the other side for her to lay her eggs. And he had all the fish backed up in one corner of the tank, freaked out, stressed. And so that means we had to do some things with some other tanks. So what we ended up doing is we took some of the old tanks, and this is Mom right here, and we moved her over into this tank here, and she just finished having her baby. She spit them all out. And see if we can get a close-up of the little guys here. You can kind of see them. Every now and then they move around. See them there? So I now have maybe 30, 40 baby dragon bloods. Frankensteins when they mate. And that's what's going on here. I have these two tanks set up like that. It's what's left of the election. Makes for a good screen in the back there to give them a little privacy. But yeah, she wants to get back in there with her babies, but if she goes back in right now, eventually she'll, start thinking shrimp, and she'll start eating the babies. So we don't want to do that. We feed them small flake food. That's what we're going to feed them. And look at those little guys. Hard to focus on. We'll zoom out a little. But that's the meaning of the tarp, so that the light on the outside, when we open up the garage door, doesn't bother him. Doesn't bother the female. I'll leave her in here for a while. Because I understand these guys mate about every 45 days or so. and put her back in the tank. And they carry the babies for about 4 weeks. And then after that, they go ahead and they spit them out. And I'm going to have to grow these babies up a little bit and see if I can sell them at local pet stores or something like that. And I don't know, maybe Craigslist or Facebook, you know, see if anyone... Dragon Bloods are a very beautiful fish, especially the males. So a lot of people want to get their hands on them. And in Albuquerque, you can't really find that many good places to get cichlids or anything like that. And so what we're going to do is, let's see if we can sell them here to the local pet stores or Craigslist or anything like that. And so yeah, that's the meaning of the tarp. I got everything hidden to deflect the light. But yeah, it's a boy and a girl, maybe a few more girls and a couple more boys, or a few more boys, a couple more girls. God knows, there's a lot of them in there. So yep, they bred on me without any notice whatsoever. I thought they would have to get a little bit bigger to pull this number, but I guess not. Got all the white water conditions. I keep the tanks, you know, super clean and well maintained, and this is what you end up with. So there's the mystery behind the tarp. Baby fish, they call them fry.